Today on Karamo.
I got a text message. Bing! It's screenshots of the guy who she was messing with.
Oh yeah, I'd have doubts too.
Mark says her child may not be his.
You're sitting here lying. No! Like, let's be real.
Now this family's torn apart.
He has not seen his daughter in a year and a half. I didn't cheat on him the entire relationship.
That's a lie.
The DNA truth will be unlocked.
Open that paper. That's what we came here for, right?
And you won't believe what happens. But first, Yolanda's sister was murdered.
That was my only sister and my big sister.
Will she find out today?
Have you two ever met?
No.
Never met.
She has another sister she knew nothing about.
I'm so nervous.
Today we are solving a 23-year-old DNA mystery. Ellen is adopted and has spent her entire life searching for her biological family. Recently, Ellen connected with a woman named Yolanda, who she believes could be her sister. Today, they'll meet for the first time, and we'll find the DNA truth. So everyone, please welcome Ellen to the show so we can hear her side of the story. How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you. Have a hug?
Yeah.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Come on, bright papa color. So please, first tell me about your mother.
Her name was Jamie.
Uh-huh.
Jamie Lynn Border. She was 15 when she was pregnant with me, had me at 16. From Canton, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Blue eyes, ginger hair. She was beautiful.
And when were you adopted?
I was adopted at birth.
At birth,
Mm-hmm.
okay. How old were you when you asked to see your biological mother?
I was around 8 years old.
8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And what was that like?
I was just a wondering child. Like, I didn't really know. My adopted parents are Caucasian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm biracial. So I already figured, like, there was something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's when I asked them, and they told me, like, you're adopted.
Yeah. Okay. And what happened when you met your biological mother?
I never got to meet her. She
never.
passed away when I was 3.
Got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Did she ever leave anything for you?
She left me a blanket, a bracelet, and a little knickknack that had tape on the back of it, which had notes in it that she wrote for me.
So my producer told me that you brought the notes with you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can I see the notes? Can I
Yeah.
read them? Yeah, would you read them?
Yeah, I'll read them to you guys. It's just
my
one
gosh,
note, but
yeah.
okay. She said, "Hi, baby. Here are some questions I would like to ask you. Do you eat a lot? Do you smile a lot? Do you still have a lot of hair? And how much do you weigh? There's one big thing I want to tell you, and it's that I miss you so much. I miss going down the hall and seeing and smelling your little face. I'll be back to get you one day. Mommy loves you."
That's beautiful. I'm glad you at least have that.
Thank you.
How often do you read that note or read those notes?
Often, especially her death date and her birthday. Those are the main days I really read them.
Yeah. So when did you reconnect with your mom's side of the family?
2016, I was 16 years old. They were okay people at first. I mean, they are okay people. It's just been a lot.
What was their reaction? Why was it a lot?
It didn't feel welcoming. I felt, just like not welcomed. And they just made me feel like I wasn't good enough for them.
Did they say anything?
Yeah, they've said things. Some said good things, some said bad things,
Got it. I can see you don't want to go into
Yeah.
that. Okay, I understand. So when did you start searching for your dad's side or your dad?
In 2020 is when I first started searching. I haven't gotten anywhere, obviously.
Yeah. And you haven't had any success at all? So what led you to take this genealogy test?
So, like I said, I've been, looking for him, and I've had no information on who he was. So taking the test just, I thought I was going to have kind of answers, and I think I do.
Yeah, so something popped up.
Yeah.
So what happened when you took it? What popped up?
Yolanda popped up
Okay.
as a potential sibling, sister.
Wow. How did that make you feel when you saw that?
Oh, I was beyond happy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you respond immediately?
She actually reached out to me first, and then I answered back, and we exchanged numbers, and we talk almost every day.
So you're talking on the phone. Yeah, that's amazing. Have you two ever met in person?
No.
Never met?
No.
And this is since 2020? Mm-hmm. So you've talked on the phone, and you're not, the genealogy doesn't confirm if you're actually sisters, but you have this connection. Got it. If she is your sister, what would that do? What would that mean to
Oh,
you?
my goodness. My whole heart will feel so whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing that I actually got blood, family besides my daughter, makes me feel just so warm inside.
I hear that. Well, everyone, let's hear what Yolanda had to say.
Ellen connecting with me was the miracle I needed.
Coming up, I think it's time to unlock this DNA truth. This is your truth to open. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Look my hand. I'm so nervous.
Today, we are solving a 23-year-old DNA mystery. Ellen is adopted and has spent her entire life searching for her biological family. Recently, Ellen connected with a woman named Yolanda, who she believes could be her sister. Today, they'll meet for the first time. If she is your sister, what would that mean to
Oh,
you?
my goodness. My whole heart will feel so whole.
Well, everyone, let's hear what Yolanda had to say.
Ellen connecting with me was the miracle I needed. I went to a foster home when I was 3 days old, straight from the hospital. When I was 14, I reunited with my birth mother, and she didn't know who my father was. I've been searching for my father for 15 years, online, on social media, and I still haven't had any luck. It was heartbreaking. It made me feel like I was nothing. Back in May, I did a test to find my father before my wedding because I wanted him to be there to walk me down the aisle, but I didn't have any luck. I received an email saying I had a match, and it was a potential sister. I reached out to her with my number, and she wrote me back the same night, and we've been talking ever since. And it made me feel so good because I want Ellen to be my sister so bad. I recently lost a sister. My sister was murdered in 2021. And with Ellen, I'll be gaining one.
Wow. How do you feel about what you just said?
Her situation with her sister passing away is just so sad, and I'm on the same boat as her. I want her to be my sister so bad. I need that. She needs that.
Yeah. Well, Ellen, we have your husband, Van, in the audience today. Welcome, Van.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. I wanna hear from you, Van. How has this search affected your wife?
When we be around my family, like she said, she doesn't really know how it feels to have family that like resembles her, acts like her, anything like that.
Yeah.
So like you can really tell like she's like hurting inside because she doesn't know that she has family out here besides our child. And like us coming here has made her way happier than what she's actually has been in the last like 8 years we've been together. Like this is the most I done seen her smile and you know, so yeah.
What's making you emotional right now? Yeah.
You're just so sweet.
Yeah. You love that man.
Yes. It's my man.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I appreciate that perspective because it lets us know, like, this is a big moment for you. This is big. Thank you so much, Van. Well, and I want to know, are you ready to meet your potential sister Yolanda for the very first time?
Yes.
All right, everyone. Well, please welcome Yolanda to the show. Yolanda, welcome. Thank you for being here.
How you doing?
I'm good. You both have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
So tell me, how do you feel about what was just said?
Touching.
Touching.
Yeah.
Yeah. This has been a long time. This has been a long journey for you, even finding your own father.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, I was in the system since I was 3 days old. I'm sorry. And I was adopted when I was 2. I had a loving family. My mother died when I was 14. You know, as I grow older, you know, became an adult, I started looking for my father. You know, I didn't have any luck. My mom, she really didn't know who he was. You know, I kept looking, social media, online, no luck. In May, I did a test thinking I was gonna find my father, and I found a potential sister.
Yes. Yes. So that is the genealogy test that you took?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you do when you matched with her?
I immediately wrote her and gave her my number.
Yeah.
And she texted me.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Both of y'all was on it quick.
Yes.
Makes sense to me. So what did it feel like to know that you may have a potential sister out there?
It makes me feel so good. Like I said, I just recently lost a sister.
Yeah.
She was murdered. And that was my only sister and my big sister. We grew up in the same home. We was both adopted.
I can only imagine what you're experiencing and still grieving that right now.
Yeah.
Did you know that you may have had a potential sibling out there?
No.
No one ever said that to you?
Nope.
Yeah. What would it mean to you if Ellen is your sister?
It would mean so much.
Yeah?
It would.
What's going through your mind?
Just having a sister, you know, especially from a father that I never knew. Yeah. And I have a sister. I don't have a sister anymore, so.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Ellen, you are the one who wanted to solve this DNA mystery. I think we shouldn't even waste any more time. I think it's time to unlock this DNA truth. This is your truth to open. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's the answer. No, my hand. I'm so nervous.
Can you open it?
Coming up, I think it's time to unlock this DNA truth.
No, my hand. I'm so nervous.
Plus,
I got a text message. Bing! It's screenshots of the guy who she was messing with.
oh yeah, I'd have doubts too. In this envelope is the DNA truth. Is there a chance that he is not the father?
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
I received an email saying I had a match, and it was a potential sister.
Are you ready to meet your potential sister Yolanda for the very first time?
Yes.
All right, everyone, well, please welcome Yolanda to the show. I think we shouldn't even waste any more time. This is your truth to open. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You are my.
I knew you looked like me. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't ever know these results before because we had to keep them sealed, and I was looking at your eyes and I was like, they gotta be sisters. These eyes look alike.
Can we keep that?
That's yours. That's yours.
Oh my God. I'm shaking.
What does it feel like now? This is your sister.
We sister, sister.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I mean, you two for a while have been searching for a very long time for family. And now you know that you have family. Yeah. Yeah. Is this everything you thought it would be? Just knowing and confirming?
I'm so happy.
And my family, my real family, I was like sending pictures to them.
Yeah.
Like, does she look like me? And they said, yeah, and you really do. You really look
I'm
like
still
me.
the youngest
My
sister.
little
I'm still the
sister.
youngest sibling.
You know what? I know that you found your sister, but you've also found support. You found
Yes,
hope.
yeah.
You found love, and you found family.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have. Hey, listen, before we go, I always think, I want to give an opportunity, and my producers don't know this, but is there any way we could put the photo back up of your mother? Just because if anyone out there is watching that might know who your father is and might recognize this woman and could reach out to the Karamo show and let us know, there might be a way that we could figure out who your biological father is. So if you recognize this woman, if you've seen this woman's face, if you remember her from when you were younger, please let us know. Any lead we'll take because you two deserve that. You deserve that. You're welcome. I'm happy that we could be here to support you in that. And maybe we can give you some more information as well.
Yes.
Well, listen, good luck. So happy for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back for more. Coming up.
Throughout the relationship, there was a lot of infidelity.
Oh, she was cheating.
Yeah, I got a text message. It's screenshots of the guy who she was messing with, his girlfriend.
You know you're lying for real. You should already know the things that come being a parent, period.
In this envelope is the DNA truth. Is there a chance that he is not the father? My guest Mark says he knows for a fact that Richele cheated on him, and that is exactly why he has doubts about being her daughter's father. Today, we're solving this DNA mystery. We will talk to Richele shortly, but let's start with Mark to hear his side of the story. How you doing, brother? Good to meet you. So tell me, why are you having doubts and denying your daughter? Potential daughter, I guess.
The doubts I have, during the pregnancy, the first month, second month of the pregnancy, her dad had let my mom know to make sure that it was my child.
Wow.
But when I talked to my mother, she was very adamant about the situation at hand.
Hold on, but that's a lot. So her father called your mother to say, you need to make sure this is his.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd have doubts too. Like your own father is calling and saying something.
Yeah, and that's first.
Yeah.
Throughout the relationship, there was a lot of infidelity.
Yeah. Oh, she was cheating.
Yeah, people that were brought around as brothers or friends usually ended up being, somebody she was messing with.
Oh. How did you find out she was cheating?
How did I find out?
Yeah.
Oh, well, one night, we were actually going to get food, going to Taco Bell, and I got a text message. Bing! It pops up.
Yeah.
So I look over, and it's screenshots of the guy who she was messing with, his girlfriend. Then I got another screenshot of her talking to another family member about how she didn't care and, she was going to do what she wanted to do. So,
how'd that make you feel when you got that?
To be honest, man, it tore me up.
Yeah. I can imagine.
I come from a two-parent household. They were married, didn't have the best marriage, but when they did go through things, they showed us that, you don't leave.
Yeah.
So
you communicate, you talk it out.
Communicate.
How was your relationship with Richele before this? You found out she was cheating.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
When you're on that cloud, you're just floating, you're moving.
Yeah.
You feel like nothing can stop you. So you hear certain things. Like when I first heard it, it kind of just brushed it back. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because this is our circle. So anything coming outside of this circle was kind of, like who's gonna believe it?
Yeah.
So, but then when you start seeing the patterns and the things that's going on, then it's like it's a little easier to believe.
Did you suspect her of cheating when she told you she was pregnant?
I'm not gonna say yeah because I gave her the benefit of the doubt. No.
Yeah.
Because you know, like you can't go into anything believing that somebody's already something else. So I'm gonna believe what you tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you had a healthy point of view on life.
But
brother. Good job.
Thank you. But after certain things were said and you know certain people came around, it started getting cloudy. So kind of want to know.
So I gotta ask you though, did you ever cheat on her in your relationship?
After we were
found
done.
out.
Yeah, after I found out we were, you know, that was going on, and we were just, I wouldn't even say, I wouldn't consider it cheating because we weren't together.
Got it.
We were just like cohabiting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you have other children?
Yes, I have an older daughter.
Older daughter. So do you support your other child?
Yes.
Okay, great. And you pay child support?
Yes.
How much?
I think she's at 600.
Okay, got it. Okay. And how long were y'all together?
Before that, 2.5, 3 years.
2.5, 3 years. And so do you want to be her father?
It's gonna hurt me now because I've been around so long.
Yeah.
I enjoy, you know, being who I am. You know.
Got it.
But, you know, we live and we learn. You know, sometimes you know these things take turns.
So just in context, the reason I asked that because he's paying child support for this child that you don't even know is yours.
Right.
Like you're there. There's money coming in. You've been around her, so it's not as if you found this information out and then you said no. That you've been around her.
I've been around, since day one. Like the picture was that was the birthday.
Yeah. So do you want to be back with Richele?
To be honest, right now I can't say I do. I think the best thing we should do, if the child is ours, we need to work on a better way to co-parent and understand each other.
Yeah. Do you think she want to be with you?
Honestly, I'll give a 60%, 70%, but I'm not sure if it's from the heart or if it's what I can do for her.
So what will you do if you are not her daughter's father?
It's a little hard. To be honest, man, I really don't know if I have words for that. Like, it would hurt for a while. But
because the child's how old now?
4.
Four.
Just turned 40 on the 30th.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to hear Richele's side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Richele to the show.
Now, Mark, you know you're lying for real. You know damn well that you are not a parent for real. Let's keep it real on some real. I have to put you on child support because you didn't want to pay $22 for daycare. Let's be real.
Which was paid the week before.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care if you paid daycare the day before. It needed to be taken care of. It needed to be taken care of. I shouldn't have to constantly tell you, if you've been a parent before me, you should already know the things that come being a parent, period.
Coming up.
Do y'all argue like this all the time?
Yes.
Worse. This is why it'd be an argument. If the bill was $150, why are you telling me you need $240? If you pay child support, whatever you get in child support, takes care of the child.
In this envelope is the DNA truth. Is there a chance that he is not the father? My guest Mark says he knows for a fact that Richele cheated on him, and that is exactly why he has doubts about being her daughter's father. Today, we're solving this DNA mystery.
Oh, well, one night, I got a text message. I look over, and it's screenshots of the guy she was messing with, his girlfriend.
So do you want to be back with Richele?
To be honest, right now, I can't say I do. I think the best thing we should do, if the child is ours, we need to work on a better way to co-parent and understand each other.
Let's keep it real. I have to put you on child support because you didn't want to pay $22. I shouldn't have to constantly tell you, you should already know the things that come being a parent, period. I should have to constantly be telling you, Mark daycare due this week, Mark Marley need pull-ups, Mark Marley need sneakers. Our daughter, she a little thick. She big, she 4, she wearing a 6 and clothes.
Let me ask you a question.
She wearing a, hold on, let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay,
you already said what you said.
Go ahead.
That whole stuff about my dad calling you, that's a lie. My dad never called you about nothing. My dad don't even like you. So what is he gonna call you for?
Your dad never contacted his mother?
My dad don't even know what I got going on personally because to be real, me and my dad don't even really have a relationship ourselves. So my dad don't know what I got going on.
That's a lie. Okay.
Back to what I was saying, like I said, I was talking.
Listen, now I'm talking. That's a lie. What was said?
Go ahead, because you can continue to make this audience think that you this angel that you're not. You're not no angel. Let's keep it real, Mark. You ain't talked to your daughter or laid eyes on your daughter in a year and a half.
I never came to portray to be an angel.
Let's keep it real.
I told my truth. I told my truth on this stage. All right? So hold on. Okay? Now, I never, did I say, we can rewind this, I never said her dad called me.
Yeah, you said
I said her dad reached out to somebody else, right? Listen,
my dad don't even want no encounter with his mom at all.
I need to make sure
Stop lying.
that it's my
Let's keep it
child
real. We
because
gonna be
she
on
was
this
laid
show.
up with the next.
Because we really need help with this co-parenting. Let's keep it real.
There's no reason for me to lie.
No.
Okay, cool.
Back to it.
But you're also saying that for you, now outside of that, you're saying that he has not been the best co-parent for a year?
No, the entire of our relationship. But me being dumb and being in love with him, me being a provider of the household, he was not being no parent. He was not. I had to constantly keep him getting a job. I was the one working 3 jobs. I had to get a job.
Oh my Lord. Like you had to move to my mom's house. You had to move to my mom's house.
I didn't have to move to your mom's house. I had my own crib, but I was worried about being on your... So I went to go stay with them, quarantine or whatever, but I had my own apartment.
Quarantine, that's what it's going to be called. We're going to call it quarantine. But she
my own
moved to my
apartment.
mom's house because she was losing her apartment.
Did you tell my producers that until a few weeks ago he hadn't seen his daughter in a year?
He has not seen his daughter in a year and a half because he felt like he could not separate the fact of us breaking up. And I was reaching out to him like, yo, hey, we moved down to South Carolina. So I'm like, hey, your daughter's in preschool now. And like, she's doing this, like trying to reach out, like still trying to be the bigger person in the situation. Because at the end of the day, it's about Marley. It ain't about what we had going on. Yeah, I cheated on him at the end of our relationship. I didn't cheat on him the entire relationship. I was so hooked on him.
So was he ever a good father to your daughter?
No.
Never?
No. I had to tell him to do stuff. When I first had our daughter, I had a C-section, and like I said, I had a baby right before me and him got together. So I didn't give my body enough time to heal. So I had a rough pregnancy and a birth with her daughter. So it was hard for me to get up and do certain things. So I would ask him to do things. He would get mad and start this suicide because he was in his feelings. Like, let's be real. I would tell him, y'all, your daughter need a bottle. Let me go get this. And then having an attitude about that you need to be doing.
But I wasn't there. Remember that.
Just because you was there physically driving me to the places does not mean that you was a parent. When you're a parent, you're an emotional parent. You're physical, you're financial, all of that. That all comes with being a parent. You're not you just being in the household. That ain't At the end of the day, I'm raising 2 girls. I'm gonna be real about what the I don't want them to ever go through what I went through. I used to sit and cry and wonder why my dad didn't love me. Because he wasn't coming around.
Don't nobody want that.
And so that bothers me. When my other child or whatever, I'm going through the same situation with her dad not being there. So it bothers me that I expressed that with Mark and he was there with me to see the things that I went through in my prior relationship.
I was there with you.
So now, listen to what I'm saying.
Tell the truth, it's gonna come out.
Yes, you was there with me. So if I'm expressing, like, yo, this is what I'm going through for real. So for you to do the same thing, that hurt me. Because I'm like, damn, you seen that hurt.
Okay, so let's speak on this, right? This wasn't there. All right? So how was it to do the same thing if I was there?
Because like I said, you could be there with someone.
I was there with
but
a child.
There.
I was there with a child. I don't know if it's mine, and I know a child that I know is definitely not mine. You understand?
Mark.
So I've been there.
Mark.
Hold on. Let's do this.
You don't know if it's not your daughter?
Let's say this.
Yeah,
how old is Marley? That's why we're here. That's why we're here, right?
That's why we're here.
Marley's
and that's
4.
why I called the
Marley's
show.
4, right?
Not him.
Marley's
me.
4.
I called the show.
Marley's 4. I haven't seen my child in a year, right?
A year and a half, to be correct.
That gives 3 years that I was there, but I was never there. From what she just said, correct?
I don't think he's comprehending what
I'm comprehending everything. I know they
just because you're here.
I hear you sound like
just because you're in the room with me, don't mean that you paying bills. Don't mean that you're doing none of that.
You came to my mom's house because you were losing. You had 3 infections.
You had 3
infections on your record.
Do y'all argue like this all the time?
Yes.
Worse.
When was the last time y'all ever had?
Yes.
It's only supervised because we're right here in front of you guys.
When was the last time y'all had what you would consider healthy communication?
Never. Because if it's not her way, it's no way. Like you can see right now.
That's not the truth.
Do you argue in front of your daughter like this?
Yes.
Yes, she does.
Y'all do.
We do.
Okay, then. Okay.
Yes, she does. Yes.
Got it.
But I could honestly say, though, being as though, because now he is in South Carolina, it doesn't get as bad as it used to. Like, we're learning now to just walk away from each other. And I'm so at peace within myself. I just learned to say, okay, Mark, or just walk away from it because I don't have the mental capacity no more to be sitting there arguing with somebody and I'm talking to a brick wall.
Is there a chance that he is not the father?
Coming up,
We need to solve this DNA mystery. So this is your truth to open.
Come on with this.
It's emotional. See, that's why. See, that's why. They're starting to get a picture of who you are.
Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
Did you tell my producers that until a few weeks ago he hadn't seen his daughter in a year?
He has not seen his daughter in a year and a half because he felt like he could not separate the fact that us breaking up, and it's about Marley, and it's about what we had going on. Yeah, I cheated on him at the end of our relationship. I didn't cheat on him the entire relationship.
Was he ever a good father to your daughter?
No.
Is there a chance that he is not the father?
No.
No chance.
No, I had just had, like I said, I just had a baby. I had sex before my 6-week time with him. So.
But you was laid up with the next for it. That's why I was told that this baby might not be my child.
Dude, I was never laid up with nobody at all.
Why did he move in with you 3 weeks ago?
Basically, we just want some stuff like he's trying to get back in his daughter's life, supposedly. But I really believe it's because he wants to be taken off child support. That's what I think it is for him.
Are you planning on staying there?
I'm to be honest, on some like, I heard it in her voice where she needed some kind of help. So I'm gonna try to come and give my help, right? But in the same breath,
you're nodding in your head, yes.
Yeah, I do need help.
Hold on,
let me say that. Let me say what I just said.
I have the floor.
I said before he came down there, I said, remember what we went through in our past relationship, how I was arguing with you every time a bill needed to be paid. If you come down here, we cannot have that same situation.
You know why it was an argument? I'm gonna tell you why it was an argument.
It shouldn't have been an argument. That's the responsibility as an adult.
No, it's not.
What the fuck? I don't have the responsibility.
Have y'all been sleeping together?
Hold on, no. I'm gonna tell you why. This is why it'll be an argument. If the bill was $150, why are you telling me you need $240?
Because your daughter needs this, and this.
It's always my daughter. It's never my daughter. Listen, let me say something to you, right? If you pay child support, whatever you get in child support takes care of the child.
If that's what his belief is, that's on him, and that's why he will continue to be on child support.
Like, am I wrong? Am I wrong for that?
Yes.
Well, there's extra needs. Sometimes it doesn't cover everything.
But the same okay, let me say this though, right? So what am I going to give extra? When I'm working 40 hours this week at this job, right? Second job, another 30 hours, right? When I get my check every week, it says $150 because all this child support coming on my.
That's a part of being an adult. There's times where I get my check and I have negative $27 left out of my check.
Let me ask y'all something, right?
Let's be real. Somebody got to overdraft my account because
but you're getting
I have to do certain things.
But I don't get an extra bill.
$120 a week.
I don't get coming to me. No, that's what's coming to me.
No,
that's not going to ask you. $120.
Well, you should have did what you were supposed to do from the beginning. We would never been on child support.
No.
What I need to know is we need to solve this DNA mystery.
That's all I'm worried about. All that extra stuff.
That's the most important time. I think it's time for the DNA truth. In this envelope is the DNA truth that, Mark, I know you have questions for. So this is your truth to open, not mine. Yeah.
Because, like, I went through a lot of this.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of
I hear you.
Come on with this.
It ain't emotional. See, that's why. That's why. They're starting to get a picture of who you are.
Next.
Open that paper. That's what we came here for, right?
See you shaking. We need to solve this DNA mystery. In this envelope is the DNA truth that, Mark, I know you have questions for. So this is your truth to open, not mine. Yeah.
Because, like, I went through a lot of this.
Come on with this.
It ain't emotional. See, that's why. That's why. They're starting to get a picture of who you are.
I don't care about none of that at all. Open that paper. That's what we came here for, right?
I see you shaking. What does it say?
She's mine.
She's mine.
Now, are you going to be there for your daughter the way you're supposed to be there for her?
Like I've been there for my daughter.
No, Mark, come on. Like, we really came here for help. We really came here for help, and we really going to be honest because I want to get the real.
Honest, you're not being honest.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you, because the opinion that matters right now is mine, and I will tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. No. You hold on now. I've given you an opportunity. I've given you an opportunity. You hold on now. What I've noticed is I think that there's truth in both of your feelings and your statements. I don't believe you're wrong. I don't believe you're wrong. I believe that each of you, and I'm listening to it about like how the child support went, how the daycare went, how each of these moments went. I believe that you are trying to do the best you can, and then you're also saying that I need this in a different way, but you're not able to give it to her that way, and so it's causing this confusion. And you're saying, listen, but I'm giving, I'm doing, I'm showing up. Then I also understand there was a time period where you said, you know what, I can't deal with this, and because of that, you decided to leave this. And in that time period, you also left your daughter. And I do believe there's some truth in that as well. But I also believe because you're paying the child support, you were like, but I never really left. So this is the thing. In order for y'all to co-parent, y'all got to learn how to coexist. And y'all don't know how to coexist.
There is no coexist when everything is your way.
It's not about being my way. Listen, I only care about what my daughter's way. Karamo, I don't care about. I can take him off of child support. I only want him there physically for my daughter. Like I just sat here and told you, I know what it feels like to not have
this is my question.
Your daughter.
Who's going to decide? Who's going to decide that enough is enough?
I've been deciding enough is enough.
That's why.
But this I'm trying to say.
No, you're not. Let me tell you why you're not.
It's one road.
Let me tell you why you're not.
You can't. Listen, it's not a one way.
At some point,
it's not a one way, bro.
At some point, the person who decides enough is enough decides not to respond.
That's why I stay away. Because enough is enough.
It doesn't mean staying away to say enough is enough. It means to say when I'm engaging in conversation with my co-parent, I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to match your levels. I have had my son's mother on this stage, and we have talked about our co-parent
But your son's mother ain't this girl. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but she's not.
But hold on, can I tell you something? My son's mother had her own anger. She had her own issues. And at some point, I had to say, so what's going to be best for my child? And I've talked about this very publicly. At some point, I had to say, you know what? It's not that I'm going to allow disrespect, because I'm not ever saying you be disrespected. But at some point, it's like re-engaging and re-arguing about this and that. What is it doing? I'm going to ask you just man to man. No, and I'm going to ask you woman. But I'm not what is it doing?
I don't care about the child support. I'll take you off of child support. All I'm worried about is you being there physically for your daughter and being there emotionally. We just found out that she may be autistic. So I have to learn how to navigate through that situation. And I need her dad there. I don't know how to work with that. My daughter's 4, I'm still trying to potty train her. I don't know what else to do. And I feel like I'm alone, even though he has been there or whatever for the last couple of weeks, but I've been dealing with this for the last year and a half. I potty trained my daughter, my first daughter when she was 2, my daughter 4. So I'm doing something wrong.
The water works, I'm not with that, so go ahead.
I didn't say the water worked. In this conversation, she's tried to match you. I don't know what happened before, but she said, if you want me to take you off, I want. But what she's also expressed is that I'm feeling alone in the situation I'm feeling. And every time she says that, you get upset.
But get what I'm saying. You know why I keep getting upset? Because it's lie after lie.
Do you not want peace in your own life?
Listen, I got peace. I had peace. What I'm trying to say is this, right?
You don't got peace. I'm watching it on the stage. You don't got peace.
This is where I'm getting to. It's lie after lie after lie. Nothing happens unless you get what you want to get.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you this. What I do know to be true is that at the end of the day, you now know that's your daughter. Yes. You're happy about it. The lack of communication in this situation is going to be the downfall, not only for you two and your own personal peace, but the downfall for that little girl. Because she will always grow up in a house where she feels like she is the reason for arguments. And I as someone who's worked in child protection services, worked with kids for a long time, they will inadvertently and unconsciously take on that my parents are arguing because of me. Because every time they hear child support, the main part of that is child. Mm-hmm. So as they're hearing, and she's going to pre-K now, she's cognitively going to pick up on all of this. So what I'm trying to show you and tell you is that as much as you want to defend this point, as much as you want to be heard, I understand. I have not one point told you need to be disrespected. I have not one point said that you should not find your own peace. But at some point, you have to say, enough.
You get the picture.
Yeah, but I also get the picture. And hopefully when y'all both watch this back, you'll see what I'm talking about. One day you're going to learn. Listen, all I know is I wish y'all the best of luck. I'm sorry for where y'all at right now. And I do hope that y'all get there. Y'all are going to be great parents. I do believe y'all can be that. And I hope that the co-parenting can get better. You know what I mean? I do too. So I wish y'all the best of luck, seriously. I really do. All right, thank you for being with us, everyone. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all.